All right. Hey, everybody. Synergy here. So this time we're going to be doing something a little bit different. This stream, sponsored by Metafy, is going to be a replay reviews. So Metafy has a new replay review function where people can send in matches for me to analyze. And I got into the beta. So they were like, hey, you should totally stream a bunch of these. And I was like, all right, sure. I do that. I've been wanting to stream like set analysis anyway, so I figured why not? Works out. So yeah. So I think I'm just gonna get right into it. I don't really know how I don't know how to do an intro. I still don't know how to do an intro. The only time I know how to do an intro is YouTube, and all I have to say is, hey guys, Synergy here. It's not that difficult on YouTube, but Twitch is a little bit different. Okay, so starting off, we have, I believe this is, let me turn this down a little bit. All right, I think we're just gonna get right into it. So I'm gonna be breaking down, I'm gonna be both leaving notes on the actual, yo, Jacqueline, thank you for the sub.
Yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for.
Thank you for the 1 month sub, Jacqueline. I hope you've been well, friends. I have not seen you in a hot minute, so I hope you've been doing good. All right, so I am going to be both breaking it down. Been very busy with school stuff. Understandable, yeah. Makes sense. I'm going to be breaking it down in both. I will be typing out comments on the Metafy page, and I will also... Yo! Udon, thank you for the sub! Thank you so much, I appreciate it. I will be breaking it down both on Metafy and leaving comments, so if I take a break, that's just me typing out comments, and I will also be breaking it down to you guys as well. Do you plan on uploading these to YouTube? Yeah, I probably will. I will be uploading this VOD to YouTube for sure, so you can look forward to that. All right, so let me see the matchup and the stage, and I'll probably start with stages. Okay, so to start off with the Wolf matchup, right? PS2 is a perfectly fine starter. Like, I haven't really found any sort of problems with PS2 as a starter. The starter stages you want to stay away from in the Wolf matchup are probably like, I want to say like Smashville, just because of the small blast zones, Town and City because it gives Wolf a lot of mobility, and for a character like Wolf, you don't want him to have a lot of space to move around. So I also tend to avoid bigger stages when it comes to like stage bans and stuff like that. But for starters specifically, I will usually avoid Town and Smashville. Obviously starter stage lists are different for every region, but for me, our starters, Smashville and Town are both starters, so I will usually stay away from those. So I tend to do bans against Wolf. A lot of characters I will just auto to PS2, but I tend to do bans against Wolf, and I will more times than not, end up on either Battlefield or PS2. And let me write that down really quick. All right, this is my first time using the replay editor, so I guess we'll see how this goes. PS2 is a perfectly fine starter stage. However, stay away. Oh, yeah. I'll take him to FD. I don't really care. I'll take him to FD. I don't really care. I haven't really found any problems with FD. If anything, it's a lot easier to catch Wolf's landings, and it also gives him a lot less mobility. Whereas in terms of Kalos, he has those platforms to work with. Wolf really struggles to get off the ledge, especially on FD, because like he has nowhere to go, and there's no platforms he can go to instead. So I can catch his landings really well, etc., etc. But he can also do the same to me. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. So if you're comfortable against Wolf and catching his landings properly, then take him to FD. But if you're not, then ban it. Okay, where was I? However, stay away from smaller stages / smaller blast zone stages, such as Smashville and Town. Let me rephrase this actually. Stay away from smaller blast zone stages, Smashville and Town, if they are starters. My typical stage bans against Wolf. This is fun, actually. I like doing this. My typical stage bans against Wolf would be things like SV, small battlefields, and Kalos. Perfect. Okay. Moving on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the stock. I'm going to watch the stock, and then I will go back and break it down. There we go. Okay.
Alright, you got it, Z. You got it. Same with the wolf, and we are already in P2. Let's see. Alright, rhythm looking really strong right now. Doesn't get the confirm after 4 there. Yeah, oh, wait, you're playing male Robin? Ew.
These commentators.
Male Robin is disgusting. We don't play male Robin here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Nice. Good back throw. Ooh, tries to read the.
I'm going to break that down actually really quick.
Nice.
You play male Robin? Ew! Okay. I'm going to break that down really quick. Really quick, especially against Wolf, be very careful about holding forward like this. Because Wolf, he very much so could have just eaten a forward smash here and died if the Wolf, like, punished him properly. So be very careful about just, like, holding forward against a lot of characters with big punish game or big moves in general. So if you notice he dash backs there, if you see the Wolf dash back, instead of trying to land on top of him, land fast fall and go straight down to take advantage of that stage control that he just gave you. So to type that out, be careful about holding forward. Be careful about holding forward like this. You could have very easily died because of this. If you notice your opponent okay. Moving on.
Ooh, tries to read the air dodge. Oh, gets the grab. Ooh, good attempt at the 2-frame. Alright. Hold up, we charge it up. That's attack. Oh, whips the command grab. Oh, isn't dead though. Ooh, very good shot. Tries to 2-frame again. Oh, I think forward tilt would have killed right there instead of grab. Oh, wow. We really walked up command grab? That's crazy. Oh, we trying parry. Oh, yep, there's the art fire. Oh my goodness.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to this little interaction here that I noticed.
Oh, yep.
Where is it?
Oh, we trying parry.
Okay. I'm gonna stop it right here.
Oh, we trying
We're gonna go back to this. So, this right here. Oh, crap. This right here is exactly what I was just talking about. About, like, if you think they're going to hold forward like that, you need to cover the space that they're going to land at rather than where you think they're going to be. So the Wolf player noticed that he arc fired, right? And he immediately landed with a falling nair because, like, that's really hard to contest. And if that hit him, then that would have put him into a tech situation, which also would have just put him on like at 150. If you get hit by weak nair from Wolf, you're probably going to get put on ledge around that area because it has decent knockback still, even though it is the weak hit. But yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about. Exactly what I mentioned earlier. The Wolf saw you commit to the arc fire and you immediately landed on stage with a safe aerial instead. All right, moving on. any minute now. There we go.
Oh, yep, there's
You
our
play
fire.
male Robin? Ew.
Oh my goodness. And the fucking the Thunder Fair is gonna take it. Alright. Oh, and that stack is gonna get the kill.
Okay. I'm gonna just put a little note. I don't really think I need to go into detail about this point. I'm sure most people know about it, but I figured I'd just leave a note. This replay editor is actually really sick. Like, shout out to Metafy for this. I don't know if anybody is in chat from Metafy, but you guys are goated.
Zane only at 5%. Alright. Rhythm gotta be careful with that the Thunder Manager.
There you go. There you go. Nair. Okay, okay. I like the idea with the up air, but Nair was definitely optimal there. But I like the idea with up air.
Only seen, like,
That would have kept it going. Good damage. Probably would have given him like what, 50?
oh, we picking up the swords? We tricking out here. We picking up swords.
This commentator has definitely like never seen like any sort of high level Robin before.
Oh, nice. Good punish on the whip fire.
Oh, okay. That was very close. There he goes. There back air. Nice. Oh,
Well thrown into the
okay.
back here.
I think if he might have done that back air a little bit too fast.
Good grab. It's out throw. Oh, yeah, we just throwing out near now.
Up air safe on shield.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Let me go back and see that one more time.
Oh, yeah, we just throwing out near now. Pretty safe. Non-committal.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Okay. So especially at this range, it's the same thing with Arcfire, right? So it's the same thing at like using Arcfire really, really close to your opponent in disadvantage. It's not really something you want to be doing because it's also like Arcfire and Thunder also have really low priority, so pretty much any hurt box in the game can clank with it and beat it out. So this is something you definitely don't want to be doing at close range. So I will say that similar to Arcfire. There we go. Moving on.
Goodness. What a pickup. Oh, no punish on the whiff out thunder. Oh, up throw. That's okay, anything for that. Gotta go for them down throw conversions, bro. Oh yeah, Wolf just be schmoving anyway. Keep schmoving. Oh yeah, we fishing.
Oh, so that's not you guys. The video is just lagging a little bit behind. Okay.
Well, there's the L thunder from Point Blank.
Definitely, that's definitely a habit you want to be breaking. There you go.
Ah, nice.
Oh, good guy, good guy. Side B. Ooh, that was a really good air touch. That definitely could have been a jab combo right there.
Down two.
I don't think he reacted. That's all right. There we go. A little bit of spaghetti, but it's all right.
3 times in a row.
Knowing me, I probably would have charged a Thoron in this situation and went for the cheese. But that's just me. Okay.
There's a dash attack.
I'll have a few different notes.
Down smash.
Good. He's gonna jump right here.
Fight game.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hold on. Rhythm looking kind of good right now. Oh, there's the sword drops. To back throw. Alright. Zane giving up on trying to 2-frame since it hasn't worked the last couple times. Oh yeah, but we're not giving up on dash attack. Oh,
Good weight, good weight.
Wow.
But Wolf is stupid.
Oh, you got the Skittle shield. Be careful. Got the Skittle shield.
Oh, I like the F throw instead of back throw.
Just a chase attack. Roll. Oh, near.
Ah, misinput. That's Steph. There we go.
Oh, no.
All right.
I don't know if that was a messed up.
So I'm just gonna do a quick summary of the stock. So I definitely think in this against a character like Wolf, you definitely don't want to give them the respect that he is trying to gain when you have him in the air. And what I mean by this is like, instead of just waiting for him to land with an aerial, you want to throw out an aerial below him and try to just cover his landings instead. So basically, try to cover his landings before he even tries to like land with an aerial, if that makes sense. So like, if you think he's gonna land with an aerial, just throw out that up air. Up air is huge, it's ginormous, it's disjointed, etc., etc. It does a ton of damage, it auto cancels, it combos into itself, it pays your taxes, tucks your kids to bed, etc., etc. So you definitely want to abuse the shit out of like short hop up air anti-airing against Wolf, because it's amazing against him. Let me just do a quick summary. Okay. Moving on. I believe... Here we go. Let that video load. And I believe they're going to Battlefield because he did mention that earlier. Yep. Let me just mention. Battlefield is a totally fine pick against Wolf. I respect the counter pick for Halloween, though. LOL. LOL. LOL.
Oh, Battlefield? Oh, Tekken Battlefield.
Yeah, Tekken Battlefield, yes sir. I literally don't know the name of this stage for the life of me. I know what every stage is called except this one. That is also false. Is it Yggdrasil's altar? Yggdrasil's altar? The hero stage? I don't know how to say it. There's like 3 G's. Okay. Alright, let's go back for a sec. I should not be popping off from that, but that was pretty clean. So, okay.
Oh, woo! Woo!
Mishima Dojo. Okay, thank you. Also, Niru, hey, welcome. First time chatter, welcome. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna leave a note right here. Oh, I have a pencil? No way. This is pretty cool, actually. A perfect example what I mentioned earlier in the analysis about covering Wolf's landings before he throws out an aerial, rather than trying to punish him after he's thrown out an aerial. This small interaction costed you your stock. Cool. Moving on. Yeah, this whole interaction costed you the stock.
Oh, we playing Wolf now. Oh, we playing Wolf now. All right.
Oh my god, okay.
Playing Wolf now.
Alright.
Okay.
Huh?
Oh my goodness. Oh.
I'm gonna break that small interaction down. So basically, if Wolf puts himself into a situation like this, like, if you notice Wolf is, like, slightly under ledge, there's a good chance he's probably going to try to jump on you with the rising aerial, right? He's gonna, like, double jump past ledge and, like, rising aerial you, right? So, in this situation, that's when you'd want to space yourself right outside his range, and just whack him with Nair. And if this hits him with Nair, he has wasted his double jump. Nair has a super lame angle, and he dies. Side B is not saving him in that situation. So that is absolutely true. That is like 100% true, Shield. Okay, hang on. This situation, Wolf will either grab ledge or try to double jump past. Note him wasting his double jump. And swing with an aerial, or try to shine, which you can beat out. I believe this person only paid for an analysis of one match, but I honestly don't care. If there's two matches, I'll analyze both. I don't really care. It ain't always about the...
Oh, we're playing Wolf.
Was that true?
Right.
Did he really hit those? He died at 65? Did you jump? That was true. He hits those?
Oh, we're playing Wolf. Alright, yeah. Oh, what the fuck?
That was a true combo. If Wolf up throws in this situation, always DI out instead of in. That was DI in, by the way. All right. There you go. I would have F smashed there, but that's just me. F smash is probably optimal there.
Oh yeah. A couple of strings. Let me get them aerials, brother.
Nice cross up.
Cross up back here with shield. Okay, that's what it is. Oh yeah, Z drops. Show how you play with the sword. Magic. Oh, don't touch me. Oh, we did the fire? That's unsafe on shield.
This commentator genuinely knows nothing about Robin, and I find it really funny.
Oh, the arc fire whipping. Oh, this music kind of...
I'm gonna leave a note for this, actually. So, if you find yourself in this situation where you throw the first arc fire and it's slightly off-spaced, right? Don't take the time to try to respace yourself. Instead, just try to ledge trap normally. So, if they notice, oh, he missed the arc fire, there's nothing on ledge, I'm gonna mash an option. That's usually what people are thinking in their head when they do that. So, if your first arc fire whiffs, rather than trying to correct your spacing, instead switch to normal ledge trapping and cover their mashed option, mashed potatoes.
Oh, the arc fire whipping.
Good roll, good roll. That was a good weight. That was a good weight. I like that. I don't know if he missed the tech or just waited, but that was a good weight. That Nair is freaking huge.
I'm trying to recover. Oh, wow.
Good DI, good DI.
Despite the head ass me. Oh my goodness. Oh no, that was a really bad that guard fire.
Oh my god, the
They
patience.
ain't trying to smooth.
Not. Oh, I heard the shine. I heard the shine. I heard it. I heard it. Out of arc fire. Okay.
What?
Same thing I mentioned earlier. Focus on covering his aggressive options back on stage rather than trying to ledge trap if he doesn't need to grab ledge. And that is going to conclude the first replay review. All right, I'm gonna do it. Ready? Complete this review. Yes! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Cool. All right. Let's go back to replay reviews. Oh, got another request. Lucas, I will save yours for another time. I'm gonna finish these. Lucas, I will save your replay review for the next stream. Okay, so he says review game 2 instead of 1. Okay. Okay, so let me look at his current questions. Thoughts on stage select. This week was also weird, but I usually stay away from small stages like PS2. No cargo throw shenanigans. Gonna feel like it's easier to get reversed on small stages. So, I am going to say stages like BF, Town, and PS2 are usually stages you want to stay away from. Stay away from against DK. The less movement options he has to work with, and the worse this is English, and the worse the platform spacing is on stage, the easier it will be to avoid cargo throw ding dong shenanigans. So, a little summary. The stages that I would probably take DK to are things like FD, Kalos. So things like FD, Kalos. Wait. I'm losing my train of thought. I'm sorry. I took Slushy to Small Battlefield and I 3-stocked in there. So Small Battlefield, I think, is a fine stage for DK. Even though he does have cargo throw shenanigans, I think it's a stage that's fine for both Robin and DK if you play it correctly. And Robin wins the matchup, so as long as you play it correctly, you should be fine. I also think I like FD, I like Kalos, I like Small Battlefield. Smashville is questionable, but if you're feeling brave, you can take him there. Town is honestly, like, it depends on the DK player. Like, if they're being super hyper aggressive with grabs and stuff like that, don't take them to Town. But if they're playing more campy, then Town's perfectly fine. Battlefield is, I don't know, if you don't get grabbed on the top platform, it's usually fine. But Battlefield also has big blast zones, so I'm not really sure on Battlefield. I can probably get back to you on that. He says the next minute is rough. So let's take a look here.
Immediately for the Nosferatu.
Mm-hmm.
And starting off with some strong.
Hey, a balloon. Wait, their hazards are on.
But here comes
Hazards are on, Pog! Hang on. I'm gonna circle this really quick. Just gonna... Hazards on Pog. There we go.
Aggression from Smuna. But here comes Pierce. Let's see what he can do. Has him in a pressure situation.
Hazards on Pog. Alright, he's playing this really well.
Damage exactly where Smuna wants him. Has him on the Tennessee platform. And just continue.
Grab, down throw.
Those are the down throw.
Dash attack. Yep.
11 only has a little
Up
bit
air.
more, one more hit or so.
That was a good weight right there. That was good. That was a good weight. I like that a lot. Oh, good.
Had enough hits to go through it. Getting joined by solid tips and the spike.
Okay. Okay. If DK fully commits... Wait, you played this stock really well, excluding the last 3 seconds. If DK hard commits to the fair... Wait, if DK dash attacks you, you always DI away and then pay close attention to DK. If he turns around, commit to going low and recovering like that. If he does not turn around, Swag Fox, hey, what's up? If he does not turn around, jump away. If he does not turn around, jump away, and then grab ledge. Jump away, and then, sorry, and then drift to ledge to avoid forward aerial, to avoid fair. Okay, so that whole interaction was really good. I don't really have much to say about that situation besides that last, like, 3 seconds. That's why I didn't really say much to you guys. And it was mostly just me just, like, filling out a comment. Full hopping or just being above DK doesn't seem to be the play. I don't really take that into account looking back at this match. Okay.
That didn't even sound like the full hit.
I'm back, and I've got my boy Senpai with me.
Yeah.
All right, what game are we on? Game 2?
Game 2. Yeah, first I'll take the last one.
Okay, I like that.
More space. Working out a little bit better for him for sure.
No,
No.
no.
Nice, he's dead. Oh, no, he does jump.
He can make it back pretty deep, but he can also just die. He doesn't have a hitbox coming up. All right.
Yeah, just does it. And this is where Pure Salt begins to play very confidently, but that would be the stock.
There we go.
With the bronze sword.
Let me watch this
Dude,
stock.
the difference between Bronze Sword and Levin is so funny.
It's hilarious.
Levin will kill you like 80, Bronze Sword's like, maybe 140.
Yeah, maybe if you're lucky with rage.
Maybe.
Finally, commentators that know what they're talking about. Let's go! Nice, nice. Look at that. Already brought it back.
That percent, and honestly, it looks like a complete different game now.
Yeah, you brought it back. Just a couple good Robin combos, right? DK
And
is huge.
The thing is that if I could be wrong, but according to Pure Salt, for some reason, DK dash attack doesn't beat Arcfire.
Okay. Let me answer his question. Full hopping. So when you're playing against DK, you really don't normally want to be doing a lot of full hops and stuff like that. This matchup is played primarily on the ground. Mostly because DK doesn't really have any ways of approaching you guaranteed in the air besides maybe like a side B mix-up or something like that, but DKs aren't usually going to do that. Or maybe they try to land on you with hand slap, but that's more close range. Groove, thank you for the follow. Enjoy the emotes, the new follower emotes. DK isn't usually going to be approaching you from the air. He's really going to be approaching you from the ground mostly. But it's also like Robin absolutely beats DK on the ground. El Thunder clanks with his dash attack. Arc Thunder beats his dash attack. Arcfire stops his dash attack. Hey, here from the Robin Court. Hey, what's up, dude? Arcfire beats his dash attack, as they just said on the mic. So DK really doesn't have any way of approaching Robin if you stay completely grounded, if that makes sense. So full hopping against DK is usually not the wave. It's not the wave. DK has basically no way of approaching you if you stay grounded, as long as you don't mess up or overstep your space. Arcfire, and all Thunders besides Thunder beat out or clank with his dash attack. And DK has no real way of approaching you from the air besides close range. There we go.
Like the beginning startup of it.
Weird.
Yep. And so he does not like this matchup at all.
That makes sense.
I don't think any DK likes this matchup, and if they do, they're weirdos.
Oh, catching Smuda greedily trying to punish that first back air. DK has Mario, and he can throw out.
I'm gonna mention that actually. Be careful about trying to punish DK back. DK Bear. If you're not fast enough, or reacts fast enough, they will almost always throw out another bear. I think most people knew that. That's why I didn't really mention it, but I mean, mention it to you guys. I mean, like, so because like I'm typing out things to the Metafy and I'm also talking to you guys at the same time. So that's really why I didn't mention him, because like DK was the same way in Smash 4 too. Like he's gonna spam double bear just because he can, and it's huge. It kills. I think a combo to Smash 4 or something like that.
2 back airs and a short hop, pretty much.
Nice, Thunder.
Now he has him in a good spot to finally continue this lead. This time.
Right.
But I know Pure Salt is not happy about that. He's just searching.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's what I mean.
Until he gets one.
Dude, the thing is that Pure Salt is a player that understands that even if he's got 100, right, he understands this game well. Like
That was an inch. That was a huge F tilt.
His donkey punch.
you need to kill Pure Salt right now, or he will kill you.
Yeah, I'd be terrified.
Yeah, right. DK's alive on the screen. Get him out.
Pure Salt's alive on this.
I'm gonna mention this actually. So when you have DK in this situation, it's really important. It's really important that you close out this stock as fast as possible, because like you do not want DK with rage, and if he gets one combo, you're at 60, and then you're in ding dong %, which is really stupid. So when you have DK in this situation, you want to close out the stock as fast and as efficiently as possible. I do this by there we go. So in summary, when I have DK in this situation, I will start using my arrows, like, and I'll space them right outside his range, just to, you know, make him scared of my arrows and stuff like that, because it's like, he's in this situation, especially on ledge. If I hit him with back air, he might die or get put into a really bad situation. So he's going to be afraid of my back air. That's when I'll start like jumping in on his shield backwards and start using aggressive options like Arc Fire or Arc Thunder. Because if I lock him in shield with Arc Fire and it shield pokes him, I can get a guaranteed standing Arc Fire into up smash out of that. Or if he gets hit by Arc Thunder, now he's off stage, I can edge guard him, free down smash 2-frame, etc, etc. Now if I condition his shield and I use something like Nosferatu, then it will give him damage and also put me outside of ding dong range if I use it at the right timing, if that makes sense.
I just gave him more rage.
Oh, that's a quick 30. And he gets...
He says, this punch did too much mental damage for some reason. I probably assumed it would whiff, so I tried to nos. But like, why should I bank on them missing? Looking back, I should expect them to land it because they're looking to do so. Exactly. Punish what happens after the giant punch, rather than trying to hit him during or right after the giant punch.
Gets down.
Oh, it's even.
Even game.
Yeah, this is even. Oh no.
And GG.
Good DI.
Don't listen. To
No! We're living.
Flashing everybody.
We're living.
Oh my God, James, calm down.
That's it.
James, it was just a joke.
Oh my gosh, he took.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to this really quick.
Oh my
This
God,
will probably be
James.
my final note. Okay. Pure salt. Okay, so basically, I noticed the DK player had a really big habit of, well, not a habit, but just like they really like using like F tilt to either try to two frame him, or you know cover like his jumps off a ledge. So especially in a last hit situation like this, yes, his arc fire would have closed out the game. It would have closed out the game, but at the same time, you also should not be doing an aggressive option in this situation, especially if the DK has, especially the DK really likes to use F tilt, especially in this situation. When you are at a disadvantage like this, you don't want to be using aggressive options, especially when you're at a disadvantage, if that makes sense. So that is pretty much my final note.
Calm down.
That's it.
James, it was just a joke.
And that's about it.
Gosh, he took like 8%.
All right, and it looks like this replay is finished. Complete review. And let's move on. Pending. I'll go ahead and accept this, but I will not be. I will not be doing this until tomorrow. Tomorrow or another day. Let's see. Next is Quick Play Sora by Swag Fox. Okay, so let me look over his notes really quick. Dying out next time. Should I hold shield in the position or apply aerial pressure? Throwing out unneeded hitboxes like back air. Need to stop getting hit with paralyzer. Should I try to punish this harder with the parry? Needs to short hop to avoid being predictable. Miss punish. Got jumping. The end. Thank you for watching. Okay. I know this is quick play, but I'll mention stages really quick. So I'm not really sure what Sora's best stages are. I think FD is honestly a bad stage for him. I think he does a lot better on stages like Battlefield, Small Battlefield, Smashville, stuff like that. So I think flatter stages are honestly worse for him. But because it gives him less mobility. So I am going to mention stages. I know this was quick play, but I'm going to mention stages to him anyways. Swag Fox, I believe if you're still in chat, I'm gonna leave a note for you anyways, but I know this was quick play, but I'm assuming you main Sora, so I'm going to just leave you a note anyways. Sora seems to do much better on platform stages like Battlefield, Small Battlefield, and Smashville. I think proper grammar. I think without platforms, you have a lot less mobility and movement options to work with. Just figured I'd leave a little note. Sure. This is This is definitely a situation where you'd want to just shield if they hard commit to dare and throw them off stage. And then that's when you'd want to apply aerial pressure and bait out flip kick, flip jump. So yeah, if ZSS is in this situation, let's go back. I'm just gonna look at this one more time. Where was it? Coming up here. Oh, it didn't go back. There we go. So when ZSS is put into this situation, they're either going to flip jump away or they're going to down air. So if they down air, then you want to just shield it, throw them off stage, and apply pressure, because now they're in a situation where I believe he stole his jump with the up air. So now they're in a position where they have no jump. So you throw them off stage, they get their double jump back, of course, but you want to cover like in the center, right? So if they're high up, you don't want to try to chase them. You want to cover like right here in the center. So if they go low, you can cover it. If they go high, you can wait it out. You can wait out the flip jump and then punish them. So just throwing them off stage is the first step in this situation. You definitely, or if you think they're gonna hard commit to the down air, you can like dash back and like F smash them off stage. A charged F smash from Sora might honestly kill him, like kill ZSS. I don't know how strong it is. I know it's ridiculously strong. I don't know if like max charge will kill here, but if you have the hard read, just go for it, So there you go. Moving on. Actually, I'm gonna highlight this. I'm gonna highlight this situation again. Okay. Spacing is really, really important against ESS. It's not that this was an unnecessary hitbox. It's not that that back air was an unnecessary hitbox. It was just the spacing that mattered there. Necessary. There we go. I know how to English. Yeah, spacing is very important against ESS because of the fact that she can just up you out of shield pretty much everything. It used to be worse, but she can still do it pretty much. Another example of the situation mentioned earlier. This is very quick play ZSS. Mm-hmm. There you go. Need to stop getting hit by paralyzers, what they mentioned. Understanding the speed at which... So basically, when ZSS uses Paralyzer or Neutral, a lot of times, if it's like long range, you're not going to be able to punish her for it, unfortunately. But if you're close up, then you want to just shield it and immediately anti-air her. So like, just tap your shield, like not even parry, just tap your shield, immediately do like a short hop nair. If you're Sora, so like, you know, you can do nair up smash, or like you can do like nair IDJ fair down tilt up air. That'd be like an optimal Sora punish at 0. So it's a little bit, that was a little bit complicated, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of like optimal punishes you can do when ZSS uses Paralyzer close up, but you just have to make sure that you don't get hit by it. There you go, up air. I won't mention it again. What was this? This punish was fine. However, I would have thrown her off stage and reclaimed stage control instead. Stage control instead. I thought ZSS were gonna swag on him. That would have been sad. Mixing up your short hops, and your full hops are a big part of staying unpredictable in neutral, and will give you more options to get in on your opponent as well. Something that should have been noticed was that this CSS has a huge habit of using dare out of disadvantage. The ZSS continued to do so because you were not properly punishing her for it. When playing against your opponents, always keep a mental note of any big habits. Any big habits you notice. This can be anything from a rolling habit to a dare out of the air habits. If anybody has any questions at all while we're watching these VODs, I'm more than happy to answer them. Sorry. I'm honestly like getting a little too focused on the VODs and not really talking to you guys. My bad, my bad. I'm getting like really into this. Yo, we have 12 viewers right now. Thank you guys. But yeah, I'm more than happy to answer questions, but I'm just like a little bit, I get like really focused into these VODs. Sorry about that. I'm sure most of you are just like reading what I'm saying as well, like reading what I'm saying in like the comments as well, but still. Good wait for the boost kick. Unfortunate miss punish. Okay. Yeah, that should have been an F smash punish, of course. And the end says, the end, thank you for watching. No, thank you. Anyways, that will conclude this review. Moving on. Oh, we are just cranking these out, boys. And we got another request. We are cranking these out. All right, so I believe game 2 is what they wanted me to watch. Is this 2 games or 2 matches? Okay, so both of them. There's no sound, that's fine. I'm gonna cover stages first. So against Wario, I very much so prefer flatter stages, but stages like PS2 and Small Battlefield are perfectly fine. Stages I'll stay away from against Wario are small blast zone stages like Smashville or Town and City. So I'm gonna summarize that. PS2, Small Battlefield, and Kalos against Wario. Bigger stages can be good if you are able to wall him out properly. Okay, there we go. Moving on. Good. I like the idea. I have a lot to say about this stock. I'm noticing you're being more aggressive. You're trying to force yourself in on Wario rather than playing more patient and playing around his small range. Usually Wario will win the boxing game, so it's better to cover his landings from the ground and play outside of his smaller range. Think of this like how you'd cover Wolf's landings. Another note I would add, there we go. 2 notes. Moving on. That was ballsy. Okay. So, again, regarding the usage of Arcfire. Wario has the mobility to get around it, so this is something you'd really only want to use in advantage once you've conditioned him to shield more. But this player is already overly aggressive, so it is very important that you gain his respect regarding your aerials and your space to make him play more patient. He's forced to match your pace if you do this. Match your pace if you do so. You guys like this typing ASMR, by the way? I quite like it. I don't know about you guys. You're never getting an eating ASMR. I'm looking at you, Partisan. But you'll get a typing ASMR, that's for sure. Hmm. Okay, so once this stock is over, I'm gonna break everything down. That was smart. That was good coverage from him. Okay. I have a lot of words to say about this stock, but I'm gonna let it finish first. That was smart. Okay, so my thoughts are essentially essentially, this person is being way too overly aggressive on somebody who is not matching their pace. So basically, there's a lot of swinging at nothing without any real purpose to it. And this also results in you wasting resources really quickly, and that includes your Levin, your Arcfire, your Thunder. And this Wario player has clearly shown, like, especially when he tries to use like a Thunder and Arcfire in disadvantage, that they are not respecting it in the slightest. So you have to match their pace. If your opponent is playing very patient and very calm, you have to do the same. If they're playing hyper aggressive, then you have to do the same. If they're camping, you have to do the same. So that's how it is, basically. It's a game of rock, paper, scissors, but you have to throw out the same thing as them. So if they throw out rock, you also have to throw out rock, if that makes sense. If they're playing like this, I mean. So let me summarize. You're pressing a lot of buttons without any real reasons behind them. If your opponent is playing patient like this, then you have to match their pace. Don't feel like you have to hit them. You have to hit them all the time. An opening will create itself eventually if you play patience and properly. Another thing I'd like to mention is your usage of Thunder and Arcfire in disadvantage. They clearly do not respect them as moves, so you attempting to use them to get out of the corner will not work unless you make them respect it in the right situations. I'd be typing up essays over small interactions like this. I love it. There we go. That's death. Very nice. Wait, that's death. Never mind. If he hits a nair, he's dead. One more nair, he dies. That was really close. That would have been really hype. That killed? Oh, okay. That was just mean as hell. You started to match his pace a little better, but your rolling habits and your habits out of the corner is what kept you from taking full advantage of matching its pace and punishing him for it. You definitely could have won this game, but made the adjustment a bit too late. I mentioned stages earlier in the analysis. Feel free to go back and look. I tend to stay away from town because it gives him more mobility options against Robin, and also small blast zones. General DI tips for Wario combos like these. Let's see. Let's go back. Okay. I see what he's talking about now. Always DI out on Wario combos unless you are on ledge. Center stage, DI away, but if he brings you near the ledge, usually DI in. However, he catches on to your DI habits and mix it up. Unless he has waft, then DI in. I respect the dare. That was a good Elwin. I'm gonna mention something about the ledge. Getting off ledge against Wario. Pay very close attention to his spacing. If he commits to chomp, always get up attack it. But if he spaces it further away, then a well-spaced nair can beat it out. There we go, moving on. Does anybody have any questions, by the way? I've been a little quiet in terms of, like, reading chat. Pay more attention to your ledge trapping. Stop overly relying on down smash after an arc fire. It's both predictable and has not worked once this entire set. Always mix up your ledge trapping patterns and look and mix up what options you're looking for or trying to cover. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. So I'm kind of just focused on VODs right now. I really want to be talking to chat more, but it's hard to multitask, especially in this situation. There he goes. Good mix-up. Would have grabbed him, thrown him off stage, and pressured him off stage due to him not having access to bike anymore off stage. I'm down to play at any time, Nick. Spell check. I'm not to play it anytime, Nick. I probably don't want to stream it, so I want to fully enjoy it. Like, pay, very close attention. But I'm down to do the DLC whenever. That was good DI. Great DI. Robin's double jump makes his hurt box totally vertical. Which, how do you spell vertical? Vertical. There we go. That was interesting. I like it, but I would have gone for another Arcfire. Thoron. Smart. Okay, I'm going to mention this. If your Arcfire does not have perfect spacing, then this confirm is never guaranteed. Only commit to the Thoron if your spacing on Arcfire is perfect and it scoops them off ledge. I'm going to mention bike really quick. Be careful about throwing projectiles out. Bike is in front of you. It has an active hitbox until it stops moving, which beats out most of your spells besides Thoron. Nice, nice. Arcfire, don't down smash. It worked, but don't do it. Stop it. I know down smash is good, but ledge trap, damn it. No. Okay. That was good mix, honestly. I probably would have gotten hit by that waft, honestly. If that's the first time he's done it all game, I might have gotten hit too, I won't lie. Okay, I have two notes. I have two things I want to mention. Okay, I'm going to point out all of his habits. That'll be the last thing I do is point out all of his habits. Okay. One, you always roll out of unfavorable situations. Don't feel like roll is how you escape every situation. If you want to retreat, always mix up what you do to do so. That makes sense. That was English, right? You always mash an aerial out of hit stun. Besides Nair strings, Wario does not have a long combo game, so you mashing aerials is extending his combos and getting you hit with more damage. It's better to just DI away, jump out / escape when the time is right, rather than as soon as possible. 3, Arcfire in neutral. Arcfire neutral. You tend to waste all of your Arcfire in neutral rather than saving it for when he's on ledge, which results on ledge, which results in him getting off ledge much sooner. Rather than arc firing in neutral, why not use Hail Thunder or pressure him with Thoron? Thoron charged if you notice he's camping. Question mark. And there we go. This review has concluded. Another one down. How many matches is this one? Oh, okay, it's just one. All right, so let me see what his questions are. This is an online match with a friend who lives 7 minutes away, walking distance. So connection's better than Elite Smash. That's Pog. I'm the Joker here. I mainly want to learn how to take in information from my opponent throughout a match, so please let me know if you see any habit. I'm going to answer this right away. The main way of catching on to habits is just to passively pay more attention at the beginning of a match. Lower level players tend to reveal all of their cards in the first 1 or 2 stocks. Take all of this information into account and use it to... Another one bites the dust here, right? And use it to close out future stocks more efficiently. Thank you very much, Synergy. Oh, so nice. All right, let's get to it. That grab connected. That was crazy. Okay. I'm already noticing the Falcon has a huge habit of abusing dash attack. Using dash attack in advantage and in at close range. Rather than attempting to... Okay, I can't type. Attempting, there we go. Attempting to escape the corner, the air, or aggressively focus on waiting for him to overcommit and step out of his boundary, step out of his walling, and then use a defensive option such as a roll to escape. Arsene, baby. Woo! Woo! I love Arsene. All right, I have another thing to point out. Don't let him gain stage control. So the Falcon has been choosing aggressive options pretty much every time. So if we go back, he not once grabbed ledge. Let's go back to this. So let's wait until he gets put off stage. Watch this. Oh wait, he died here. There we go. Okay, so let's watch when he gets put off stage. That's one aggressive option, 2 aggressive options. He did it every time to get back on stage. And he perished because of it too. Like, that is basically what led up to him losing this stock. He died at 70. I love Arsene. Okay, moving on. Other trends noticing with the Falcon is he has done a spot dodge after every single aggressive option, like a smash attack. But you started catching on to that. So good stuff. You gotta let them know they're doing kind of hot right now, you know? You gotta let them know. You gotta say, hey, good shit. Ooh, that was not. I think he did regrab ledge. Nope, where are you going? Good punish. Okay. Nair, up air. Ooh, went for the down air there. I respect it. There it is, see? That could have been a backer. If he backered there instead of going for the down air, that could have been death. Falcon player is more focused. Focus on playing like a madman. Madman rather than taking time to play neutral. Rather than still focusing on reacting or playing neutral if your opponent is being more aggressive like this, then you have to match their pace. I'm also going to mention this down air. So basically, if he back aired here, Falcon just wasted his double jump. If he back aired here, the set was over. So if he didn't hard commit to this down air, focus on edge guarding instead, with back air, the game was over. He wasted his double jump. And if you back aired him, he was done. Oh my fucking god, the Falcon punch? What a madman. Knee! Nice, nice. Good catch on the aggressive option. Unfortunately, he fell out of F tilt. If you find yourself in this situation, Why not angle your F tilt up instead? No jump! No! Okay. Spot dodge, yep. That was death. That was actually death. Fair one. Fair one of smash. That would have been death. I like the attempt. Okay. Okay. You could have won. You followed up after. If you followed up after the Arsene, fair one. This could have led into a raw bear or an up smash to finish the stock. Yeah, dude, the Thoron emote is so hype. The 3-part Thoron emote is so sick. Up smash to finish the stock. Remember what I mentioned about matching your opponent's pace. Even in a last hit situation, do not feel like you have to kill him right that instant. It's okay to play patient and play around your opponent's aggression rather than challenging it and getting yourself killed. And another one bites the dust. And another one gone, another one gone, another one bites the dust. Hey, it's gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. And we are at the last one. At least for today. I'll save the others for another time. Alrighty. I'm assuming, okay. I'm assuming matches mean singular games, so I wanted you to start here since this is where game 2 starts, which I felt was a very important game during the set as a whole. Okay. So I wanted you to start here. Okay, so start here at game 2 is what they wanted. Okay. Oh, this is you coming up? Okay, okay. Is this your VOD?
Knows that if he wants to win, he has to take the stocks off stage. Yeah. He has to.
Okay, so I'm gonna cover stages. For Joker, Town and City is fine. However, I tend to stay away. Oh, you're the Joker? Okay, cool, cool. So I'll type this out and then I'll explain it as well then. For Joker, Town and City is fine. However, I tend to stay. Ah, welcome to Metafy. It's a good website. Trust me. For Joker, Town and City is fine. However, I tend to stay away from smaller blast zone stages against Wolf, such as Smashville, or such as Town, and especially Smashville. Oh, what'd I just do? For Joker, however, he's much more flexible on every stage. So these two I mentioned would probably be the only two I would ban. Even on 3 bans. Okay, so basically you want to stay away from smaller blast zone stages against Wolf, like Town or especially Smashville. Now for Joker, I do play a lot of Joker for fun in bracket. Obviously, I'm not going to be playing him at like a major or regional or stuff like that. I play primarily Robin, but for locals and stuff like that for fun, I do like to use Joker, Wolf, Rob, Steve. I'm degenerate as hell, I'm sorry, but but I do have a lot of experience in the Wolf matchup, so I tend to stay away from everything except Town. I tend to stay away from Town and Smashville, but I'm very, very comfortable on every other stage. I think PS2 is a great stage for Joker. I think PS2 and Small Battlefield are great for the same reasons, in which Joker has a really easy time juggling people on stages like open stages like PS2 or Small Battlefield due to like grappling hook mix-ups and stuff like that. So I also think Battlefield is a great stage in this matchup for Joker, but that's just personal preference, and it really depends on how your opponent is playing as well. So now that I've covered stages, let's get right back to it.
Well, overall, he's playing good. Took the first game. Same matchup. Now we're in Town. Very neutral stage. In this matchup, at least. I feel like both these characters get less because of this stage.
I think Wolf's a little harder to turn on Town. I don't know. I know how to explain it. I just think he gets escorted harder on.
I agree.
I'll break down the stock, or I'll share my thoughts on the stock once it's over.
That was really
Interesting.
good attempt. Get down, lay down till
Parry
back
sucks.
Or up air.
Parry's really bad.
I feel like Nero's getting a little careless on neutral. He probably wants to. Yeah.
He gets out and then
This might be it.
Good DI, good DI.
Town almost giving Soul Assassin a solid with an early kill.
See, that was a really good weight on the ledge. I like that.
It's nice.
Okay, so I mentioned this in the earlier game as well, but matching your opponent's style of play is very, very important when it comes to winning. So if you notice, like, this Wolf is being very hyper aggressive, right? This Wolf is being super hyper aggressive, so it's your job that you have to match that. But he went from being very aggressive, and when you started matching that style, he changed up to playing very patient. And you have to take this into account too. So if you notice that he's hanging back more and he's focused more on spacing rather than aggression, you have to take that into account and make the adjustment yourself as well, or else you're gonna get ran over. So he started doing a lot more aggressive, like nairs and up airs and like up smashes especially too. Moves like those, you have to just shield them and respect them basically. A lot of the times Wolf players will space properly and you can't really punish them when they do that. So it's up to you to realize what you can and cannot punish, which is like if he falls on what you nair, you might be able to grab it if you time it correctly. Like if you like shield the weak hit and then grab, you might be able to grab it, but it's usually better to not. So playing more patient and abusing things like short hop, double gun, and A gun, or in E hop would be a lot better than like playing super hyper aggressive. You notice him camping, if that makes sense. So let me type that all out. Matching your opponent's pace and playing and basing your game plan based on how they're playing is key when it comes to aggressive characters with a lot of different play styles, such as Wolf. He switched up to camping and playing more focused on spacing and walling you out. Wait, camping and more focus on spacing and walling you out, but you didn't catch on to this in time and were punished for your aggression. My suggestions to you when fighting an aggressive player, fighting a campier player, would be to abuse short hop, double gun, and EHA a lot more than normal. Focus on slowly closing the gap and playing to wall them out rather than hitting them directly. Let them create an opening on themselves. On themselves, rather than trying to create one.
Seems like Soul Assassin doesn't want to commit to anything too committal. He wants an easy kill. Knee or knees to get off stage to get the kill.
Another big thing is, let me go back.
He wants an easy kill.
So make sure you're mixing up your ledge habits. So here you were focused primarily on covering his neutral getup, and you dash back to cover a roll, but he waited until you went back to trying to cover neutral getup or trying to cover jump before he rolled into you. So when you're ledge trapping somebody, make sure that you're only fishing for an option, like only fish for it maybe for like 1 or 2 seconds, act them max, and then mix it up. You always have to keep them on their toes on how they need to get off the ledge. So like, say like try to cover neutral getup for 2 seconds. If that doesn't work, switch to briefly covering roll, but then immediately switch to covering jump, just to keep them on their toes like that. So mixing up on the ledge is really, really important. So in summary, when ledge trapping, make sure you aren't fishing for just one option from them. Only fish for an option for 1 or 2 seconds max, and then switch up what you're trying to cover, either for 1 or 2 seconds or just very briefly, and then change to another option. Always keep in mind your opponent's ledge habits throughout the game to make this process of a guessing game much easier to accomplish. All right.
Joker cannot play this safe, just like Wolf can. He's probably seeing that Soul Assassin is playing very patient. He wants to play patient too, but he has to go in if he wants to win. Like, especially down a stock. You gotta
Okay. Make sure you're not directly holding in when put into disadvantage. Always make use of any stage space your opponent might have given up when retreating to center stage to cover a hold forward attempt. As an example. In parentheses. There we go.
moves that are not gonna kill like that. That's not gonna kill.
That was good. See, right there. That was a good ledge trap.
He's just seeing what sticks.
Nice, nice. Look at that. See, that's how you do it. That's how you ledge trap. You got it. You got it. Nice, nice. See, look at that. Now you're playing a lot more patient.
I wouldn't be surprised if you got it right now. Oh, yeah.
Look at that. See, look at you. Look at you go. I have no thoughts. Like, absolutely no sort of criticism right now. This is all fantastic. This is a great stock. You're playing this really, really well. Unfortunate that back air was slightly misspaced, but you're playing this all correctly.
Joker.
See, like, okay. Right there. This is perfect. This was a great mix-up. Rather than doing the normal double down gun and going back to ledge, you mixed up and immediately took stage control with gun instead. This was a really good mix-up. This was a really good mix-up. I like this a lot. Good, good. Interesting footstool. That's fine. That was fine. I respect the dash attack. That was fine. Obviously, you know not to do it again because of like his low end lag, but that was fine.
Like, he needs to be on stage, and he's staying on stage. Backer's not gonna kill, even if he hits it at 120. He needs a big risk for a big reward. If you're down a whole stage,
Nice, nice.
go for it.
Interesting choice with the back throw. Maybe a DI mix-up.
'Cause he's Arsene.
I like that you're trying to down tilt under his lasers. That's really smart. Good, good. This is an even game. Arsene, baby.
No sparks or nothing.
Look at you playing this all. Look at you playing all patient. Be careful about using Aegon like this. I want to make a small note. I don't know how to spell Aegon, so you know what? I'll try. That looks about right. Oh. Mistype. And Arsene is gone.
Nero needs a lot of damage right now.
Okay.
Waited too long.
So I like the idea of choosing to get off ledge immediately rather than wait, but you should have noticed. Nope. Should have noticed his spacing and chose to roll past instead. Or get up attack. Get up attack. Letting go of ledge instantly instead got you killed. Got you killed roughly 30 to 40% earlier than you should have died. And that will conclude this review. Niru, I see you're still in chat. If you're still in chat, feel free to ask me any sort of questions and I am happy to answer them. Let me see if I have any other reviews to do. I will accept this review. Great audio quality. Fantastic quality. Okay, so we only have two more. I only have two more VODs to do, and I will let these accumulate before I do another stream, so I can just do them all at once. But this was a very successful stream. I actually really enjoy doing these replay reviews live. This VOD will be on YouTube eventually. I also have another VOD that I need to upload, but I haven't gotten the chance to get around to it yet, so this will eventually be on YouTube. I don't know if it'll be like tomorrow, but this will absolutely be on YouTube, so look forward to that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here for now. Wow, I got really dark in my room. That's weird. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will absolutely be back with more Smash replay reviews. You know it, you name it. Hi, Loot. You just caught me in time before I ended the stream, but hi. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, guys.